everybody? We live, all right? We live. Hey, listen, it's been a long week. Tomorrow is Friday. Thank God it's Friday, all right? It's been a long week. Um, so shout out to the upcoming weekend. Um, so the crazies are out again. The crazies are fussing again. Agents of chaos, because that's what all three of them are. They are agents of chaos. All right, Chrisean, Blueface, and Jaidyn, Jaidyn Alexis. They all crazy. All of them crazy. And I'm gonna keep up with it. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. This is part two of the drama. The drama continues. Okay. So anyway, quick breakdown. So y'all remember when Blueface got out? Blueface got out, and the first thing he did was took all his kids to an arcade. The whole family went. Clarissa went. She's another agent of chaos. She crazy too. So all of them went out there, and they all, spent time with the kids, celebrated Blue's release, and what I'm saying, just Chrisean was there. She pulled up. And Chrisean, she brought her fuckery with her. So she pulled up, started going live, showing the kids on her live. And Jaden Alexis caught wind of Chrisean's live and caught wind of her kids being recorded, being put on Chrisean's live. And that's when Jaden Alexis went down to the arcade to get her kids. And then them two got into it allegedly, Chrisean and Jaden or whatever. Chrisean tried to get at Jaden, and I guess people was holding the girls back. So anyway, now fast forward to today. All right. So Chrisean, she go ahead and she responds to Jaden Alexis. So Chrisean calls out Jaden Alexis and says, um, she calls out Jaden Alexis for asking Blueface for money and taking his kids away. You know what I'm saying? So basically she was calling out Jada Alexis for pulling up at the arcade and taking her kids away from Blueface because Chrisean had her kids on her live. And she didn't like Chrisean being around her kids and she didn't want her kids being recorded on live. So Chrisean called her out for that. So then Jaden responds and says, Chrisean is bitter and needs notes on parenting. Okay. And then Blueface calls out both of them. Said that they done left him high and dry, abandoned him while he was locked up in prison. And then Chrisean claps back and says that Blueface is just mad she ain't paying his bills no more, and that he stomped her out. And she came out and she showed a picture, a bruised picture of, what I'm saying, of the incident between her and Blueface at the time. And then Jaden responds and says that she was sending Blueface packages while he was locked up, but Chrisean got bitter and mad, so she stopped. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna go through this whole little timeline, and I'm gonna actually break all of this stuff, this chaotic stuff down, because I already know that this is not the end of it. It's not the end of it. So I already know that, and everybody else do too. So y'all just hold that thought, baby. Let me get up in this. Share my screen for y'all. Oh, I hope this live is acting good tonight. I hope it's not messing up either. All right. So let me share my screen. All right. So it look like everything is loading up on my end. Hold on. Let me try to find it. Okay, wait a minute. I see it. All right. All right. So first, let's first Jaden Alexis and Krishan go at it. So I'm trying to make my screen a little bigger. So hold on. Okay. So According to the neighborhood talk, Chrisean accuses Jaidyn of asking Blueface for money and taking his kids away. Jaidyn says Chrisean is bitter and needs notes on parenting. So this is what Chrisean said when she called out Jaidyn. She said, Jaidyn, I don't know what's up with you, but watch your mouth. I don't want to see you in harm's way, all because you bitter and sour heart. Clarissa not even showing the messages between her and Blue, like how you took his kids from him just to ask for $1,000 through her. Oh, through her. He just got out. He don't got to give you nothing. How you take a man's kids and then turn around and ask him for money right after he comes home? 2 years in prison. He took us out on his last, and you never really. Hold on, wait a minute, because you know how these people talk. He took us out on his last, and y'all know he's never really on his last. But that's not the point. It's just bitter and evil behavior. Before Blue left, he left Jaden with a career, a car, and his chains. He didn't even do that for me. And I still showed up that first year. Even when I gave up, I still appreciate that he never held it against me and still wanted to be a daddy to Sonny. Okay. Then Jaden Alexis responds. She said, Chrisean, I know you're coming down and now you want to process things 3 days later. But thank you for putting a threat in writing. I never asked him or nobody for money the entire time he's been gone. Please show me a message where I did. You still asking to stay on people's couch. Your kids using toys and furniture I brought over there after all this time. Me and him haven't spoke before or after he got out. I know you want me to be bitter because in your heart you envious that you gotta bark down at the door to be let in, and God opened doors for me. I would be mad too. That might explain why you was trying to put my kids on live more than you ever posted your own kid, Envy. Bitter would have been Bitter would have been me saying they couldn't go at all. I came and got my kids because an incompetent person was around without my consent or presence. But what or how our parents should never be your main concern when you should be taking notes. The shade. Okay, y'all heard that? Jaden's clapback was real classy. And you know what I'm saying? I think her clapback was okay, was good on my note for that. So basically Jaden cleared the way. So let me go back up here. Let's see. All this thought, y'all. Who the thought? All right. Yes. So now Blueface calls both of them out. So I'm gonna read this to y'all too. Because the drama continues. All right. This is part two. So Blueface said Jaden and Chrisean left him high and dry when he went to prison. Chrisean says Blue stumped her out and is mad she won't pay his bills. All right. So these are the little tweets that Blueface done posted. When you do time, you never forget who left you there. If either of them think they could ever get back with me under one roof, they high off dick and balls. Then Chrisean responded and said, Bitch, I left a cheap ass nigga. The fuck I look like paying your bills and cheating. And you cheating. Nigga, get them bitches to do it, bitch. All right. Like I said, they agent of chaos. So I'm just going down the line, going down the line. All right. So Blue, he responded and said, Chrisean looked out for me more than Jaden though. Just to keep it all the way 100. That's why I halfway respect her and got probably a good 7 to 8 months out of her. And I appreciate that Jaden fagged out first week. All right, so y'all remember that Jaden got with a stud looking girl or whatever After I think once when Blueface got locked up. So yeah. So then Chrisean posted this. This nigga stumped me out for saying bigot. Okay. And my back is still effed up, fucked up, she says. And this is the bruise that she posted. And then she posted this. She said, what I gotta lie for. And then Krishan said, same nigga that never gave my son a chance, same nigga that posted my son penis for clout, same nigga that disowned him knowing he was your son. You are an evil ass bitch. I thought you changed. You didn't. You pretended. Okay. And then Blue responded and said, I got up thinking I had a girlfriend, Angela, locked in, whatever that is, whoever that is, calling somebody Angela, Angela in, but I guess nothing is ever really locked in. So now I'm back on the prowl for some serious, but both my baby mamas left me in prison, stranded for dead. If I wasn't out today, they'll still be fagging off. They will never get the chance to do that again. Don't let me run you. Hold on. I can't see this real quick. Let me scroll up. Don't let me run you off or something he said. I couldn't see the last word. Um, He also said, I remember one day I ran out of store, obviously eating heavy to gain. So I got $25 candy bag, which costs $50 in jail currency. So I called Jaidyn and I said, hey, can you send me $50 cash out for me? She said, I can't, I need it for gas. I haven't spoke with her since dead homies, I'm guessing he's trying to say. And then Krishan, down here, they posted this, and Krishan said, playing both sides. First, he watching them. Hold on. First, he watching them. Got out of his pocket, ain't said nothing. Then, when my baby show that he can stand on his own, he's saying, "Oh, now he's standing. Boy, stop playing with me, bitch. He ain't standing because of you being home for 24 hours, bitch. That's me working with him day and night. Hold on, yeah, day in and day out, off camera. Y'all don't want my son. Y'all want the benefit that comes with him, and that's clout. Fuck that whole, fuck that whole side. Fuck Blueface. Fuck that whole side. I don't give a I don't give a fuck. Or some she said that shit. The benefit of the doubt. It's a fucking trap from the devil, y'all. They trying to kill me. She says, and I'm just trying to read this like these people write. It ain't me. I'm just trying to figure out how they wording this stuff. So y'all just bear with me. Shoot. I'm just trying to figure it out. And she also said, y'all ain't gonna see me y'all ain't gonna see me unless I see change with Blue. And she posted some other stuff about Clarissa being lame and stuff like that. I want to go on to the Nets. I'm gonna go ahead on into the Nets. Hold on, I can hide this because I can't see on my end. It was a little screen in the way. I'm gonna read the last thing she said. So now that I got that off, she said, "Y'all ain't gonna see me unless I see change with Blue, his mama, and everything that comes with that side. I'm standing dolo. It's too much fight. It's too much lame stuff going on." But Krishan, she over here playing victim, but Krishan is the agent of chaos too. She knew when she went to that arcade and put that girl kids on her live, she was trying to bait Jaidyn to come down there. So, and that's what happened. Jaidyn came down there and she was hoping for them to fight, and it didn't happen. But she was the agent. She's an agent of chaos too. She be doing stuff and then be trying to play victim. Um, and then this one right here. Jaden said she was sending Blueface weekly prison packages until Krishan got mad. Krishan says Blue has been getting used for clout since he got out. So Jaden Alexis posts the receipts of what she's been sending Blueface in jail. Okay. She said weekly packages up until he said to stop because Krishan was getting mad. Laughed my fucking ass off. Then Chrisean said, I generally just be trying to show real love just for it to be mocked and disrespect. Fuck you, bitch, on everything, bro. Okay. So then we go. Here's the receipts. And then Chrisean also posted this. She said, DDG pulled up. Yeah, he your friend, but I know it hurts seeing someone that you fuck with you pull up with a camera, but no money. Zeus Network have you on live, but can't pay you for your time on that live. Everyone that pulled up don't even know you need to get back on your feet. I gave you what I gave you what had, and it wasn't much, but still gave it because I know you need that shit, even though I fucked up. Money, I still, even though I fucked up money, I still understood what you need. Everyone pulled up with no real love. It didn't cost nothing to keep it real. Everyone that pulled up took from you. If they pulled up with a camera, they took your likeliness, not because they love you. They are using you. Then Chrisean said, you never publicly apologized to our son and still fuck, okay, and still fuck with you. I guess that's what she's saying. After because I guess she's saying I still fuck with you because I unconditionally love you, bro. I couldn't really see that because neighborhood talk blurred that out. And then she also said, now you doing what they doing to you to get to me. Why you know much my son need a solid father figure, bro. What the F? She said. So I'm just reading how they write it. Shit. And yeah. So let me on the screen. I'm gonna exit up out of this one. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay, that was a lot. Hold on, y'all. All right, yeah, that was a lot. I just broke down everything that they basically was saying. Uh, my screen is like it's kind of lagging on my end. Hopefully, y'all can see me good. I closed the other screen, so all right. Yeah. So anyway, that was a lot. All of them is an agent of chaos. All of them need to basically um, just go their separate ways and just be there for each other for the kids' sake, but go their separate ways. You know what I'm saying? Co-parenting and just keep it at that. Because all three of them don't get along, obviously. Um, yeah, and it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much going on. I knew that the shit was gonna go down once when Blue got out of jail. And this, trust me, this is just the beginning. It's gonna go worse. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse because they can't seem to leave each other alone. This is what the things they do, and then they get back together. They cool for a few, then they back arguing and fighting again, and the mama in it, and everybody else jumping in it. So you know what I'm saying. I do agree with Chrisean. I do think some people are using Blueface for clout. DDG. Uh, I will say that if a friend of mine pull up with a camera in my face as soon as I get out of prison, I'm gonna have to ask him some questions. All right. Um, DDG, he was dead on it. He a clout chasing ass guy. He needs the clout. He do anything for clout. Um, but yeah, I do agree with Chrisean for that. I mean, with that part. I agree with Jaden Alexis on Chrisean. Well, I think Chrisean is trying. Clarissa is. I looked on Clarissa page and I seen that Clarissa basically posted Chrisean's baby standing up in the baby crater thing, whatever it is, and people. She was making it seem like she was working with Junior. But I don't know. I think Chrisean is working with him. It's good to see that the baby is standing up and the baby is standing up walking. Um, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people, is not going to find any peace because, for one thing, you can tell that the money is not money in anymore. Especially if Jaden said if what Blueface said is true, and if he said that he asked Jaden Alexis for $50 and she's responding and said she don't have it, and that she don't have it and that she needed for gas money, the money is ain't money. It ain't money like it was. Um, but yeah, it's a mess. All of this is a mess. Um, and it's sad because these kids, they are siblings. And if the parents can't get along, then most likely the kids is gonna grow up apart. You know what I'm saying? So that's sad on that end. And I just think it's sad overall. It's not the end of it. Eventually, you know what I'm saying, Chrisean and Jaidyn, they gonna see each other eventually. And if they don't make up before then, they could possibly get into a fight, a physical fight. It's just gonna get real nasty. And you know what I'm saying? And Blueface, he ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? This is what he likes to. He's back in his old. He don't change a little bit. He tried to make change, but he also gonna do what he have to do to get clout. But what comes with clout is money. If you can get people talking and saying your name all over the internet, whatever it is, that's money. That's money going into their pockets. So you know what I'm saying? He might have changed and accepted Junior now and all of this stuff and trying to spend time with his kid, more time with his kids and all that in that aspect and making up with his mom, Clarissa and stuff. But he also going to do shit with, do shit to Chrisean and Jaidyn to get them to go off and go online and, you know what I'm saying, and keep his name trending. But that's what he's going to do. Because that's what's going to bring money into his pocket and stuff like that. But anyway, that's my opinion on the situation. All of them batshit crazy, and I'm gonna keep reporting on it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. I'm gonna keep reporting on it. I'm looking forward for part 3 and going live with that. If y'all feeling this live, make sure y'all hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. If y'all watching this video, hopefully y'all like the breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all keep supporting the channel. I like the lives better and I'm gonna continue to go live more often. And you know what I'm saying? And hopefully everybody have a good weekend. I'm gonna make sure I keep track of this chaos that's going on. And I catch y'all on another one. I'm out.